Sometimes we get asked questions by multiple people, and sometimes there's things going on around here that we feel like we need to explain. So we are introducing a new segment to our videos, and it is called The Burning Question. This way we can answer kind of blanket questions that people have. So we will introduce our first burning question at the end of this video. So stay tuned.
Oh, no. Okay guys, welcome back. It is time to start this thing up. We've spent most of today already. It's late in the day. We spent most of the day tightening bolts that needed to be tightened the rest of the way and going through the checklist. There's a huge checklist in the manual to do before you get to the point where you can actually start the thing. And then after we start it, there's a little bit more stuff we're going to look into to make everything as good and top notch. So this is the first time starting it. We've got gas and oil in it. It's ready to go. Let's fire it up.
Exciting.
We need a log.
Yeah, we do.
We don't have very big trees on our property. We've got juniper and pinyon, which are both kind of a shorter tree. Some of them you can get, you know, a good trunk like that, but that's rare. So we don't have any big logs to cut, but we really want to cut something. And we have this juniper log in the four-wheeler trailer here that we actually cut that out a while ago. It's been sitting for a couple of years. We cut it out of our driveway. Anyway, the kids were pulling the bark off because that helps to get some of the dirt out. And we're gonna cut it up, see what it looks like inside. One thing I would like to do, though, I would like to use the junipers for just small custom pieces of work, whether it's a small coffee table, end table, or picture frame, you name it, small stuff. So let's see what it looks like. That's good. Oh, that's really locked in. This is the side I like.
Is it everything you dreamt?
Well, that's a skinny one. It is. That is some cool looking wood.
It does look
Man,
so
I
cool.
wish we had some bigger junipers.
Yeah. I wish I could capture the smell for everybody and send it through the video, because
Yeah.
that's what I'm really enjoying.
I had to cut this one thin because I was getting down to the bottom.
Yep.
On the first run of the sawmill here, you are not supposed to run any lubricant for the first 30 minutes of operation. In case you're wondering why, you know, if some of you have done this before. Or if you haven't. But I think it's been 30 minutes, so. It's that time again. We need to throw some gravel down from the sawmill here to where the end of the trailer is there. We already have our first load. Shouldn't take more than just today to gravel this little stretch here with a few trips. So we will gravel this, and then we will discuss how we're going to get logs to our property to sawmill. Some of you might have seen this technique before, but if you haven't, I think you'll find it quite interesting. So let's gravel this, and then we'll talk about that. I think Logan's unloading this one. Might be here all day.
Good morning. We have got all our gravel laid out. Jacob ended up with 3 loads of gravel. We spread it out kind of around so we would have enough space to work around and move around as we bring in logs to use on the sawmill. So let's talk about how we're going to get the logs here. Ready?
Ready. We brought in some steel. We got some 3x3 angle iron, 3/16 inch thick, and we got some 1/4 inch thick, 2.5 square tubing. We're going to use this to build what is called a log arch, and it'll attach to our trailer over here. So log arch has a footing over here and over here. The square tubing comes up and over. That's the arch, and you put some D-rings on it, and there's a winch involved to move this arch back and forth to help get logs up onto our trailer. And that's going to take a little bit of welding. I've got to do some reinforcement underneath the trailer back here to be able to withstand, it could be up to, who knows, 4,000 pound log. We don't have that big of logs around here, but you never know. So that's why we got the beefier steel, just in case we ever do get something big. Also, I've got a couple of new trailer jacks that are going to mount to the sides back here for stabilizing the end of the trailer when it's got a ton of weight hanging over the back to get it onto our trailer. It's going to be lots of cutting, lots of welding. It may not be that easy to understand at the moment, but stick around and you'll figure out exactly what we're doing. While I'm cutting steel, she's laying rock. Ooh, look at this corner piece.
You know, it turned out good, huh?
Look at the lichen on that. Very nice.
This is going to be a long project. We
Got to take a bite off today.
It's a slow, yeah. Yeah, I had some. Have the chance.
Well, soon, Nat, we're gonna have to knock this out.
Hardcore, yeah, I know.
Like all at once.
That's why I'm doing a little bit today. So if I can
good.
do that every day until we get to that point, then it won't be.
Eli, don't touch. Those are drying. Soon we're gonna.
Yep.
We're gonna hit this thing hard,
yeah.
And it's gonna hit us hard back, mostly in the knees.
Yeah.
And the back. Anyway, coming along a little bit at a time.
Yep.
I kind of look forward to just getting it done, though.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
It's gonna look amazing.
It'll look good when it's done. The doing it part is that's the not so excited about part. Excited about it being done, but
yeah.
The doing it part is not so exciting.
It looks so good. Like
it is.
You step back over here. It's hard to see with the shade and the sun, but it looks good. I like it.
a terrible spot, huh?
Just fill it in mortar around it. There you go. Looks like you didn't spray this with water again.
Oh my gosh. It's when you're here. I do remember.
It's very important. You gotta pre-wet the rock.
I know. And I do every time except for when you happen to be here.
Except for when I'm here. So if you ever are laying rock like we are, you want to get the spot wet that you're going to put the rock on, whether you're starting out on the footer or on top of other rocks, especially these kind of rocks. They're like sponges. So we like to spray them with the spray bottle really good. That way the mortar will set properly. Because if you don't spray, it actually sucks the moisture out of that fresh mortar. And then you can end up with cracking and whatnot. So
I spray it every time that Jacob's not here, but
when I'm here, she doesn't spray it. I don't know. I'm a huge distraction, I guess.
It's true.
But hey, you're doing great when I'm not here. You're doing really good. It looks amazing. Okay, folks, there's the beginnings of something great. The log arch. That's pretty much the shape of it. Got to weld it all together. Still got to make the feet. Got to re-support underneath. Got to put some D-rings on here. And it'll be ready. So stay tuned for the next video. That part, pretty sure that part is going to be done. And there's some other things we need to add too. So be sure you don't mix the next video. And before you go, we have the burning question, our very first one. Okay, guys, now it's time for the burning question, and that has to do with how we empty our trailer when it's full of gravel. During our last few videos, we've been getting a lot of suggestions on why don't you just pick up the end of the trailer with the backhoe and dump it. Well, here's why. Our trailer is not rated for a lot of weight. It's rated for about 7,000 pounds, and that includes itself. Now, that being said, or I should say that being the case, the framework of the trailer is not as thick as other tandem axle trailers. There's tandem axle trailers out there that can haul 10,000 pounds, that can haul 20,000 plus pounds. You see backhoes on top of them and whatnot. This one, however, is just it's a small car hauler trailer. So it's not rated for that kind of weight. Now, if you think about it, the end of the trailer over here would be in the dirt, right? And we'd be over here with the backhoe lifting it up, and there's about 5,200 pounds worth of gravel in it. So you're taking the axles in the air, this whole thing, lifting it way up in the air to dump it out. You're gonna bend the trailer. At least this one, it'll bend and it'll ruin it. It's just not designed that way. So that is why we did not pick it up with the backhoe to dump it, although I like the idea because that would empty it way faster, right? The other thing you have to consider is, what if the end of the trailer falls off the bucket, slams on the ground? Of course, I could attach a ball mount to the bucket of the trailer to help with that, but it's just not designed that way. It's not designed weight-wise that way. And this, I've never seen anyone dump a trailer like that. I haven't. I just, maybe that someone has. Maybe there's a trailer that's designed that way. I don't know about it. I've never seen it. And yeah, I think. What do you think? You got anything to add to that?
No, I think you covered everything.
So that's why we don't dump it like a dump. I mean, that's what a dump trailer's for, right? Where the whole bed comes up. So hope that clears some things up. Thank you guys for watching this segment called The Burning Question. Like Natalie said, we will have these questions that come up from time to time. Maybe not every single video, maybe every single video, and there may be big gaps where we don't have one. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in a week.